Hi everybody, Jillian here. Welcome back to another Heritage Scrapbook process video. Today I'm getting in the Christmas spirit using a couple of photos of my family from Christmas in 1963. This is a photo of my great Aunt June, my dad, and his siblings on Christmas Day. I used my Aunt June's outfit as inspiration for the colors of this layout. She has on this really pretty sequin top, a jade colored skirt, and these killer pointy toe metallic shoes, and she looks great. So I knew that I wanted to use some more non-traditional colors for this Christmas layout. So I went with pinks and reds and aquas instead of, the traditional red and green, and I love it. So I loved all of these papers and I knew that I wanted to feature each pattern. So what I decided to do was cut strips ranging from 1/4 inch to an inch, and I'm going to put them down on the paper, just like different intervals on the page, and almost as if it's like wrapping paper scraps. I don't know if you guys get that feeling from this, but I just wanted to feature each pattern. So what I'm doing here is just cutting random sizes. This red sheet is from Cosmo Cricket and it is way old. I got it at my local scrapbook store going on a business sale. And I felt like it was nice and vintage, and I'm definitely going to save those papers to use on some more heritage Christmassy layouts. Now, this paper is from Dear Lizzy's Documentary Collection. I love the mix of red and pink, but I found it difficult to use on my normal pages, so I just felt it was like the perfect fit for this page. Now, this stocking print and the Christmas tree are both from Crate Papers Bundled Up, and the print is large, and it would have been cut off if I had cut it, 1/4 or 1/2 inch. So I knew that I had the 6x6 paper pad, and I probably had those sheets hanging out. So I went ahead and found them in a smaller scale, and it worked out perfectly so that I could, keep those Christmas trees and the stockings and holly and ornaments and things. I'm also using this piece of silver striped vellum. It's from Paper Sleigh Ride Christmas Collection, and it's older. I got it from the same going out of business sale. And I usually don't use metallics on my pages. I guess I'm just not that fancy. But it's the holidays, so why not use it? So I'm just arranging the paper strips here so that they each stop and start in a different place. I want to make sure that none of the edges of these strips of paper line up. And I'm also being careful to make sure that no pattern is right next to each other so that they're all spaced out down the page. And I'm going to wait until everything is down and it's arranged just so before I started hearing them down. Okay, so now I'm nearing the end of where I want to put these papers. I know that the title is going to go underneath the black and white photo. And these photos were given to me like a digital copy. I don't have the original of these photos. So I just printed them out at home on my Canon selfie. The color photo is 4x4. That was the original size of the image. And then the one to the right is a 3x3, and I switched it to black and white. Just because the colors kind of clashed, and I wanted to bring attention to the photo with my Aunt June in it. Now, the thickers I'm using are from Amy Tangerine's Finders Keepers collection. Those are the teal puffy stickers, and then I'm using the Maggie Holmes Confetti thickers from that collection. And I really like the way that the teal thickers bring out the color of her skirt. So next I am layering up some washi tape to ground the title. And the washi tape on the top I think is from one of those dual packs from Michaels. It came with a red and white polka dot, I think, and then this washi tape on the bottom. It has 2 from Repeated, that is from Freckled Fawn. And next I'm going to pull out some of these silver hearts that came in my Messy Box subscription from A Beautiful Mess. Sorry for the glare. They came in, I think, the July kit, and I was thinking, what on earth am I going to use these for? I am just not a metallic huge star person, but when I was gathering embellishments and things for my December Daily album, I thought that they would be a perfect fit. So I actually borrowed some embellishments from the December Daily box that I had kind of set aside. So I'm trying to see if I can make that tag work. It says it has a spot for memories and date, and it's from the cut apart sheet from the Bundled Up collection. I really wanted to use it on this page, but I didn't have space design-wise to make it look good, so I decided to go ahead and save it for the next Christmas layout that I'm going to make. I also wanted to bring in some of the asterisks from the Confetti Collection thickers because what else am I going to use them for? I used those thickers because they are more of like a white color, and the background paper here is kind of like a dingy cream, and so the photo is, you know, black and white and is pretty bright, and so I felt like those thickers married the dingy paper and then the white from the photo. And I'm swapping out that silver vellum that I had put above the photo because the silver star was right next to it, and I didn't want them to be next to each other. So just to finish off my embellishment clusters, I'm pulling out some enamel dots that I had from Michaels, and I've never used this pack because I'm not crazy about the beveled edges, but I thought they were nice and festive for this layout, so I went ahead and used them. And I'm using the non-traditional colors, you know, teal, aqua, and then I'm going to pull a red one out. And I kind of was a little indecisive about their placement, but because they stick so well, it kind of made my decision-making process a little easier. So once they were stuck, they were stuck. Now, I don't know if you can see it on here, but I had used some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to get the vellum adhered to the page, and you can see the blob of glue that dried underneath it. So I decided to pull out these tile number stickers to cover that up. I end up taking the sheet of vellum off entirely, and it pulls up the background paper, but not to worry, that's where I'm going to put the date. So if you have been watching my heritage scrapbook videos, you know that I like to feature the date on each page so that as you're flipping through the albums, you can quickly see when these photos were taken. I'm also using that silver snowflake brad is from Michaels. It's from a couple years ago. I got it when I was on this card making kick for Christmas. So I thought I was done with the page, and then I realized I don't have any journaling on here. I didn't really know much about this photo. I know who's in it, so that's what I decided to record. So I simply said that it's Aunt June, my dad, and his siblings. And then if, you know, I'm ever sitting with my dad or we ever decide to, you know, look through this and talk about this photo, I figured I could just write some more journaling on the bottom right of the layout underneath that washi tape. And then for one last finishing touch, I decided to use the Heidi Swap White Color Shine. I had a little bit of trouble activating it in the bottle, and so I had to coax it out. But it doesn't dry white. It dries like a puddle of shimmer, and I thought it was perfect for this layout because I'm going all out with the shininess. And that's it. Here's a look at my finished layout along with some close-ups. I hope this inspires you guys to get in the Christmas mood and maybe scrapbook about Christmas pasts. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon.